Hello everyone. So today I'm doing a 3 marker challenge with a, it's not a sketch, but it was digital art that I created. So I have a spinning wheel on what markers I'm going to be using. It's at a random. So I got 26, and 26 is a pastel peach. The next one is 35, and it's just a regular yellow, and I'll show them after the spinning wheel. And the last one is 3, which is rose red. So here's a sketch I created, and I thought it was super cute. So yellow, rose red, and pastel peach. And then I also have a blending marker. I don't think that counts, to be honest. And I also had a piece of paper underneath because it bleeds through. So I'm going in with the pastel peach for his skin, because that's actually, I think, the lightest tan color I have for my markers, and it still turns out kind of orange. So that's why if you see in my previous videos, I use a twistable Crayola and just a regular colored pencil for their skin. That is because this peach color is really dark. And I like these because it has a fine tip and a broad tip. So you saw I used a broad tip because it gets a lot, like, covered. Believe it or not, this was like my first. I did a line art and color digitally like a day before I created this one, but that was my first one. So this is like practically my second digital art that I've ever done, and I thought I was pretty proud of myself because I've only drew on paper with pencil and pen, and I've never done digital art, and I thought this was pretty good. And I actually have a my Instagram as a Liliora_art, and it has a lot of my other drawings I've never put on my channel, and so I have a picture of his colored on there. So I'm using my rose red for his hair. I thought it would look cool. I actually thought it would look better instead of the yellow. This takes a little time. I was trying really hard to like make sure that the tips were like sharp, because these markers, even with the fine tip, it actually kind of is thicker than like a pen tip or a brush. And when you use the fine tip, even on smaller places, it kind of like smears a little bit, and so it like runs off. And I was trying to be really careful so I didn't get it on his face. Okay, so here I was trying to do a flicking motion where it would be less dark in the highlighted parts, and I was trying really hard and it didn't turn out very well. I think it's because I really wasn't thinking that I was going to give him highlights in his hair, and I was just spontaneous and wanted to, and it didn't turn out that what I thought. But so anyways, so I'm going in with the blender marker to try to see if it would be better. And then I was going in from the, like, where his hair comes out and falls. I was trying to start or go from there. And it really didn't turn out what I thought it was going to be. And it was really upsetting. But I just kind of doing the best I could. Anyways, yeah, that's what it's not supposed to look like that, but it kind of has. I don't know. I didn't like it, but I've never done this kind of challenge before, so it's kind of fun. And then I'm going in again and trying to darken up. The sun is supposed to come from above, and I'm trying to make the lower parts of his hair darker, and where wouldn't be able to, where the light wouldn't be able to go to. yeah, and then I'm just trying to make another flicking motion, try to like darken it up, and then I go in and I try to use the yellow and make it have his eyes have like highlight, but like I said, the marker kind of like blend or bleeds and like spreads out, so I couldn't get that little highlight in the top of his eye, so I just covered it. I was like, whatever. And then I go in with the pastel pink and I just kind of go with the top to make it like a little darker. I really like his eyes. It's actually kind of cool. Okay, and then I'm going to use the plain out yellow for a shirt. And this kind of takes a little time and it's kind of boring to watch me just coloring his shirt because I don't do anything to it. And I'm going with the broad tip to make it quick. So you don't have to watch me just color his shirt. I'm really sorry that you can probably hear my clock. It's a really loud clock and I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going back in with the pastel pink and darkening up some of his skin. I did like this because it actually does show some darkening after you color some of it. And I'm trying to, I just used the pink, the pastel pink again to see if I can just color up those highlights. That didn't work what I thought it would be. And then I just go in and just write something because it seemed boring. His shirt seemed boring, so I decided to go in with and write something. I had no idea what I was gonna write. It was just like the blue, and I was coloring, and I finished his shirt, and I'm like, I'm gonna write something. I don't know what I'm gonna write, but I had to figure it out fast. So I'm like, okay, I'll just write that. I don't know. And then I'm going in and trying to make it look like an actual t-shirt instead of just something I just wrote. Anyways, that's it. And that was my 3 marker challenge. I thought it was super fun. Come back next time. I don't know what that means, but all right. Thank you.